Hello everyone, welcome back to the Risk Spirit channel for another weekly forex analysis. As you can see guys, I am again in Russia, but this time in a small village called Partizansk. So here we are, the golden autumn is here, the weather is just perfect. Now I'm going home to make the weekly forex analysis. So let's get started, let's prepare the money and let's get them. Get him. Okay guys, back in the building, back on the charts. Let's get this money. Let's make this weekly forex analysis so we can prepare for the next week and get most out of the markets. Starting with the Euro USD, we're gonna check some of the most traded pairs and again some of the secondary pairs, the commodities, maybe the indexes and so on and so forth. So let's get straight to the analysis. This is the Euro USD, the daily chart. So in the last weekly forex analysis we have been talking about this bullish push from that very important support area. So we had that push, but I told you that it's very likely the price to test once again the support and then we to see some final serious moves. So that is what is happening right now. Currently price is consolidating around the support area, so if it holds we can expect a move to the upside. If not, then we continue with the current bearish trend, so push to the downside. And that's very interesting because if we really start to push to the downside, we have two very interesting targets. So first one would be this little support right here, and then we can go much lower. But let's go back on the weekly chart. As you can see, weekly is pretty bearish so far, but with the last week we have this massive pin bar, which is an early sign of reversal and sign for forming support, and this is what we actually have here. So we have previous support area, we have on the daily the three white soldiers, which is also bullish pattern. We have then first another bottom and another bullish signal. So now what I personally expect, maybe some sort of a correction, head and shoulders, and maybe finally we can break out of the channel. But that's still not something that I'm very interested in to trade. We also have the Great Britain pound with the very same stuff here going on. So again, three white soldiers and the last bullish signal, and actually here I have entered sell trade, very small position, while we were pulling back after we have broken the support level. So we pulled back. I expected a little bit more of a continuation to the downside, but that was actually a fake breakout, and now we are back above the support area. So most probably the next week we will see some sort of a move to the upside, maybe not that big, but we'll continue for a while this consolidation, and finally if we get lucky we can get some pop out to the upside, at least for some correction of this whole bearish trend. So that's what I personally expect, guys. If we continue to the downside we have a lot of room to the next support area, so that is the other scenario. Let's now move on to the Euro GBP, and that's a very interesting chart. So on the weekly you can see that in the past we have formed very strong support around here, and then we have something like a double bottom or triple or quadruple bottom on the lower time frame. So I have read this as a bullish pattern, and I have entered somewhere here a bullish trade, risking about $50 to make 100 to the upside. So I'm taking this previous high as a target for my trade, even though price can easily continue to these previous highs, and that is simply my trade, guys. So we have this consolidation right here. And if this is really a breakout, so I read this candle as a breakout, not the best breakout, definitely, because we still didn't take these highs. So if this is a break above, then we should continue at least that much to the upside. So this is my plan. The stop loss is somewhere below the middle of the whole consolidation. So let me show you that. This is the whole consolidation, somewhere below the middle and also below the weekly bullish candle. So that is my plan, guys. If it holds, it holds. If it doesn't, this is not really the best setup, but anyways, I'm already in it. I'll let it run. Another setup that I have taken the last week was the US oil trade. So I have talked about in this channel and in the Facebook profile how we have this resistance right here marked with green, and we also have the dark pattern, the dark cloud pattern, which ended up with a pretty nice trade. So my plan was to sell after I see the confirmation, so the second signal, the second candle. I sold from about somewhere here with a stop loss above this high and take profit target this previous support area. So this was my trade, which ended up in profits. Now I really don't know if this whole support zone will hold and we can make a U-turn to the upside or not, but anyways, I'm now for now out. I will wait for a bullish signal, or I will not even trade this pair. Now let's switch to some other pairs, guys. Let's check out also gold. And here I have another new position. So it's basically based on this engulfing candle, which is coming straight from the support area 1800. That zone was pretty significant in the past. As you can see, many times it acted as a support. So we also have the bottom of this downtrend channel. So this is a pretty nice area to buy. I have entered the trade after we have received this 4-hour engulfing pattern, which is also the big shadow pattern, which is covering the last 6 candles. So that is a strong push. So a lot of buyers have entered the market. This is how I read this. And my target for now is just the next resistance zone or a little bit below it. So the risk to reward here is like 1 to 2, but I can extend this stop loss to this level, so below these previous lows. And that's it for this market, guys. I expect a push to the upside. Actually, on this chart you can see that the push can actually continue a lot more, probably to this previous resistance zone. So I can even take higher my take profit target, but for now that is what I have. Now it's Sunday, so I can't move my take profit and stop loss. So let's move to the next chart. And we have GBP, JPY, and on this chart in the previous weekly forex analysis, I have told you that after this flag pattern we can wait for a breakout and to look for some further bullish moves, like the one that I have shown in this example. Okay, and I still am thinking the same way, because if we also check the US JPY, we are ready to break above this resistance, and if that happens, then it's very likely that all the pairs against the JPY will continue going up. And that's it for now, guys. We have EUR/CAD, which on the daily is not too much interesting for me, but here we definitely have some pop above the last support, so that will probably continue to the upside, probably to test again these previous highs. And we currently are having consolidation between these two zones. Not pretty cool market. I have one trade on the USD ZAR, and in this current setup I'm reading this inverted head and shoulders pattern, which sometimes can be traded as a continuation of pattern when we are having a bullish trend, and usually it happens exactly when we have a higher high and then we start making this structure of the head and shoulders. So also we have another pattern, which is the, let me mark it for you. So this is the ascending triangle pattern, and here are all the 5 waves, and at the end we have this breakout. So here I was hoping for first target is a little bit above the previous high, and then the second target a little bit higher, so the target of the head and shoulders, and this also matches pretty nicely with the resistance of the bullish channel. So this is my setup for now, guys, and that's it. That's all the charts that I wanted to cover. On the US30 we have some bullish spike to the upside. We will see if that will continue the next week. Probably yes, because here we are also in a bullish trend overall. And we have the S&P 500, which also makes a pretty significant pin bar on the weekly chart. So that's it for this weekly forex analysis, guys. That's, I think, all charts that we need to cover up. We have US CAD going on with a nice flag pattern, but this is still in progress, so we need a real breakout here. Before that we cannot trade something serious in the long term. So that's it from me, guys, for this weekly analysis. I wish you wealth, health, discipline, and to keep smashing this market. So peace, and see you in the next one.